Now we will read from the 1001 Nights. It's a very nice passage in order to contemplate and to see why do we need the stories, why do we need storytelling, and what do they have to offer us in our esoteric lives. The lives of former generations are a lesson to posterity, that a man may review the remarkable events which have happened to others, and be admonished, and may consider the history of people of preceding ages, and of all that hath befallen them, and be restrained. Extolled be the perfection of him who hath thus ordained the history of former generations to be a lesson to those which follow. Such are the tales of 1001 Nights, with their romantic stories and their fables. Tell him who is oppressed with anxiety that anxiety will not last. As happiness passeth away, so passeth away anxiety. It's very nice because due to the universal conditions right now, that most people are at their homes, they have anxiety, they have stress, they have many problems with bad thoughts, bad feelings. They don't. Most of us don't know what to do. We are at the house. In four walls, and existential questions arise. We don't know how to answer them, and this is what it says here, that everything passes, and this is a mental philosophy that masters have, that nothing is permanent, nothing is stable in this life. The only thing that is stable for masters, as we will read and we will see in the stories, the only thing that is stable is the innermost, is the being, is the God within us. And what never passes is the presence of God in us. This is the most stable thing we have in our lives. These conditions will pass, and we will be victorious if we pass them with peace, with happiness, with calmness. There is no need to worry about anything. As Master Mitchell said, if we have food, if we have friends, if we have family, if we have a house, what do we have to fear of? There's nothing to fear. There's nothing to be stressed. Okay, we're in a house, but there is a great opportunity right now to contemplate, to meditate, to feel happy, to be connected with our being. This is a great opportunity for each and every one of us. Gnosis is something that we experience internal, we experience within us, we experience in us, and this is what Gnosis is. And now it's a great opportunity that almost all the planet is in their houses, to see, to contemplate what is Gnosis, what can I do, how can I know myself, how can I be victorious in spirit out of this situation, out of this new situation that has rising. It's like the stories do this for us. The stories help us to see how the great masters reacted. And now we are going to share this small lecture with stories from Sufi masters. That is why it's called Oriental Stories. We might do also some other lectures that could have maybe stories from Buddhist masters, and of course stories from our masters, Master Samael Anveor, Master Lakshmi, and Master Mitchell, in order to be able to contemplate, to share, to share these stories, to share the wisdom of life, and how we can benefit from this point of view, how the masters see things, how they experience things, and this can help us. And this is why we said that Gnosis is something that does not belong to anyone. Gnosis belongs to God, because Gnosis is God within us. So this is why all these superior beings, all these masters, have given Gnosis with their example and through stories, because all these stories are from the lives of masters. As Gurdjieff said, language is limited. Now we have to speak, we have to give, and we have to share the stories through language, as language is the first thing that we hear when we get born. When we get born, we hear something, we hear the voice of our mother, we hear a language, but language is limited. And what gives truth, what makes masters to educate their students, it's through their example. This is why Master Lakshmi and all the great masters, and Master Jesus, Yeshua Ben Bandera, said that you will recognize them from their actions, because the language is limited. So it's not what other people say, it's what they do, what we do in our lives. And if we are miserable, we are doing miserable things. We have a television open 24/7, we have social media 24/7, we will be miserable, because our actions are towards this. If we are meditating, if we are doing observation, if we observe ourselves, we are doing self-observation, then our actions are towards spirit. If we are praying, our actions are towards spirit. And this is what we are going to share here. We will continue now with another story from a female Sufi master, which said, one spring a student sent to Rabia, Miss, get out to see what the Creator makes. And Rabia responded, you better get inside to see Creator himself. And this is what we said, that how the great masters are interacting in their everyday lives. And this is a very meaningful thing, and something to think about. It's a great opportunity to get inside, to find the Creator inside, and to see that everything we need, everything we seek is inside of us. It's not outside of us. It's not outside our houses. It's not outside even with other people. Everything we want is right here, is right now. It's inside of every and each one of us.